Dear learners, welcome to this session on eXe learning part 3 assessment tool. The objective of this session is after watching this video, you will be able to create the multiple choice questions and set the answer keys. You can also create the multi-select answers keys to a single question. Create a fill in the blanks question and set the answer key. Create a close activity and set the answer key. You can also export the exe file for LMS compatible. Also, you can export the exe file for LMS compatibility formats. Now, what you can see on the screen is one of the multi-choice questions and then relevant answers. As a teacher, you have to create set of question banks, which is the format of multi-choice questions. Here, what you can see that the question number 1, the learning objective describe only the major skill for the answer is lesson or lessons. The correct answer is lessons. Then also the justification also is there. Now later what we will do after completion of this PPT, we will do the copy and paste from this same text and convert into the exe tool. That exercise we are going to do that. See, this is the now what you can see another example of the question number 2. This is also multi-choice questions with a single relevant answer. So the same things it's converted. The dash objective describes the only major skill for the lesson. So answer is the learning objective. Then justification also, it's clearly given that learning objectives are typically specific and measurable and they guide the planning and instruction of the lesson. Now the question number 3, which is another point which is similar to multi-choice questions and same answers. Now this is the question number 4 is different than multi-choice question. This is the multi-select answers to a single questions. See, read the question again. Some of the advantages of e-learning are choose the correct answers. It means the answer could be more than one. There are 4 options given here. What you can see that the answer is the correct answer is A and D. A, the train more independent learners in the learning process, and one more answer is reaching a wider geographical area. Then that's also like the justification is given why the e-learning allows for the training more independent learners in the learning process. It's also the e-learning platform can reach a wider geographical area, enabling individuals from different locations to access the same educational resource and opportunities. This question also, like this type of question also, we will convert into the exe tool. Again, another option is done. One example about asynchronous communication technologies. Examples are blogs, wikis, and email. That's the correct answers, and then justification also given. Now, this is one more activity. It's called close activities. This is something different than the filling the blanks. Here, what's happened? Like we have to give to the 1 or 2 paragraphs with certain keys missing. That keywords learner has to give the right answer keys. Right answer has to type it on the computer. That way we can test it. So here that is the questions. The synchronization communication interaction between teachers and students occur at the same time of the period. Accordingly, it's often called as the synchronous learning. That is the correct answer. So here justification also it's provided. This like whatever you have seen these questions, let us do the practice session on export options for the exe project. Dear learner, now see the screen. This is done the exe tool where already we created that table of content which has that sections and subsections, and also I just created check your progress, which is the things where it has the multi-choice questions, multi-select questions, and also the close activities and filling the blanks. Okay, now I am moving to I am saving this file. Now just I'm demonstrating in the preview mode for how the looks like. So I'm check your progress. I'm selecting the multi-choice questions. These are the screens. Now there is the questions already is there, and the right answer. Right answer user has to select and practice. So I have given that learning the correct answer lesson. Suppose if I choose unit which is wrong, then if I choose none of the above, that's also wrong. Lesson is the correct answer. Then accordingly, the justification is displayed. The similar way, let's go for another question. Again, the dash learning objective. So that's the correct answer. If I choose correct, yeah, that is giving the justification. If I choose other options, it's giving wrong. So this is the way you can also practice. This is called multi-choice questions with one correct answer. Now, see that another is multi-select questions which has the more than one answer. So that's why the text has given that multi-select answers for a single questions. Okay. Now read that the first questions, some of the advantages of e-learning. Choose the correct answers. So see that the right answer is train more independent learners, and the last one, reaching the wider geographical area. So the feedback, then it gives yes, both are correct. So it means like whatever the thing is, all I have chosen the right answers, then accordingly it gives the justification. Okay. Now suppose if I choose incorrect option, again see that it shows incorrect for all incorrect, because I have chosen two incorrect options remaining not selected, then system gives that it is wrong. See that another example, examples of asynchronous communications technologies. So social medias, wiki, blog, email are correct answers, whereas live web conference, which is on synchronous technology, I haven't chosen. So this is correct. That's correct. Then we can make it accordingly. Okay. Now true false. How, like examples of true false? The same question, simple like just email is an example of asynchronous communications. True or false? Email, blacks or dot, yes or no? Yes, that is the correct answer. Okay. Suppose the similar way, fill in the blanks. Here that is like the big from the dash, there is the below, there is the one text box available. In this text box, that learner has to type on the right keywords, answer keywords. Then only this will, the system will give the feedback accordingly. Is it correct or no or wrong? That's all the check your progress. So I am typing synchronous on behalf of you. Yes, that's the correct answer. Then also it score it 1 out of 1. The score always it's defined. Suppose if I give something typo error with asynchronous technologies, which is your score is wrong. So this way, like you can practice again and again. So I am giving again type the correct answer. Synchronous. This way, like the system will also accept small character, small for like caps or small letters. So that way, like we can customize. Okay. Now let's go for multi-choice questions. How to add one more questions? That purpose, what you gonna do? We have to do. So just I'm opening the one questions. This is the like question number 3. What you can see, I'm going to copy these questions and paste into the eXe tool. I'm going to add on this question. How to do that? So already I told, from that design view, you have to choose multi-choice design view, edit. From edit, you have to see that multi-choice, this one, we have to go scroll down till bottom because already two questions are there. See, the thing is that the structure is first question is there and then options, then from the options there is a right hand side, correct option, there always radio buttons appear. So if you the options, the correct option means then the radio button need to be selected. Incorrect means it should not be selected. See, lesson is the correct answer. The radio button is selected. So that's why the system accept, okay, this is the correct answer. The similar way, second questions, the dash learning objective is like again learning objective there. Or the below you can see odd another option or odd another questions. For odd another questions, I clicked, then I have to go till the bottom. I can see that question is the all blanks, unrelevant options also blank. So what I am just control V, I pasted now. I am making that little bit font color and change for look and feel purpose. Then if you want as a like teacher instruction, we can also give the hint and also some options. So there are three options I have given at this moment. So I am copying the first one, control C. From the PPT, I'm collecting from that either that PPT or Word document. Then I'm just paste, control V, synchronous learning. Then I'm giving that option, yes, the synchronous learning, this is the correct answer, but now I am putting on another option which is in asynchronous learning, which is incorrect. And feedback, I can also like add one more options. Then select that, then bottom of the below there is one more like option with feedback. Two text appear. So here I can say type it none of the above, none of the above. Done it. Okay. Now the correct answer I have chosen that only first one. Okay. Then I am copying the justification. I have to give Y. So justification I am giving the feedback section. Okay. Control V. Okay. Okay. I should give where the right purpose. Yes, synchronous I have chosen this. Then I can give the feedback for that also why this is correct. Okay. Asynchronous I didn't choose. Go tick mark, click tick. Then we have done it. See, now go or save the project and see the preview. That third question is answered. Yes, appeared. Correct answer, correct option. Also, I choose wherever I like none of the above. If you given the feedback, then accordingly the justification also appeared. Okay, so I am choosing the correct options. Synchronous learning. Okay, so this way we have practice for multi-choice questions. Now let me go for another options about true false questions. True false, just go for edit. Email is an example for synchronous learning. Okay, so I am adding one more questions at the bottom. Okay, so same question I am topping, just copy and with a bit of just control C, just yeah, here where it's a blank question just now inserted, control V. In place of email I am typing as wiki. Wiki is an example of true. Yes, that is the correct one. Scroll down, that's yes, that is true. Then I can give the feedback why it's true. Just I am answering that yes, wiki is the feedback. Now hint, if I want you can give hint also. Say click tick, then this is also done. See that preview, yeah, the question has been ordered. So just I am checking true, yes, it is going. This way you can also practice for how to add true type of questions. And another action is done close activities. This is some small close activities, very simple. Okay, so here that instruction you have to give, read the paragraph, instruction, read the paragraph below, and then also like put on appropriate like fill in the blanks or write keywords the user has to type. Okay, so that again I am giving the same technologies, the synchronous communication, interaction between the teacher and the students occur at the same period. So that is the right hand keys I have just pasted. Okay, then and like put on underline, which the system will match accordingly. Okay, strictly marking and instant. Okay, that's done. And here also there is one option, check compatibility. Like either caps or small. So if you do that capitalization, if you put, then students has to type it as a like synchronization all in caps letter. Or that's why just I'll be recommended to go for always strict matching, where even those typed small or upper characters, the system will agree, recognize and give the score accordingly. So I am typing in synchronizes, submit. Yes, it's correct. So this way, like suppose if I put one letters instead of synchronous, if I put another by typo error with a different, then again the system will give the error. Learners, you can see that now we will practice about how to export the exe project. See that on the screen, it is just given that how to open the file and export, choose the format. Then accordingly you can choose either website, like website export option. The same content you can see from the tools and preview also. The similar way, there is another feature which is a single HTML page. This combines all your pages into one, so you can print and your content. Then EPUB 3, which is an ebook format, and Chrome, which is on Moodle LMS format. Then say export and save as the file. And the most common option, you can try again and again. But note that whenever you want to edit or modify the projects, you will only have to open your ELP file only with exe and work on it. At the end, you will only have to save the file. Let us practice. Just I am opening. So here the exe, are you able to see that? Export. Then there are various options, which is here educational standard, where like you can like export for this one, and I am going for another single page. This is file. It has like zip file, single page, and self-contained folder. All files in one folder. Okay, let's practice on single page document. Yes, I am selecting. It's giving that warning message. Okay, so you are selecting this file. What are the properties you set up? Accordingly, the metadata will be prepared. Okay, then so you just simply read it and say yes. Okay, then it's giving that like what are the general description you want to give and who is the author of this content. That's also we have to provide. Once you provided, these keywords will be considered as a metadata, which will be used for search engines, LMS search engines. Then I am just typing and I'm typing in my name. Okay, it's done. Then it's asking that which location you want to save. Just I am scrolling that far. I am putting on today. So I will just created the folder practice session. From this, I type demo dash single file or demo dash output single page. Create a folder. It's just I select the folder. The system will create automatically and see that it shows the locations. I say okay. Then I am going for that my navigator and file locations folder where it is. Okay, demo practice session. It shows yes, this is the place. Yeah, it's created. So now I have to choose that index file. I am searching for various index file details. Okay, then index, or otherwise I can go back simply the file is available index. Okay, this is there. Yeah, so this index file, now it's created single page. See introduction, then learning outcomes, all in one pages. So what you can do as a student, you can take the printout. You can keep the hard copy, or you can keep as one single page, like where in the mobile or where in computer where you don't have internet, you can just read it comfortably. So this is the purpose of single page file. Now we will explore more on another export option, which is on zip file, where zip file which convert into all image file, video file, everything in one particular folder. That folder, and convert into the zip format. Again, it's giving the appropriate warning message. You simply say yes. Okay, here I am putting on that demo. Just a second, zip file demo, output, zip file, save. Everything, see, it's going very fast. Within a second of a fraction of a second, this is done. Now this is the folder I created, and I am going for same locations where I created output demo file. Zip file is created. This is the zip file. Okay, open. See here, zip file just I am opening, but I can't view all the files from here because it has to extract and kept on the server. But see, this is the table of content what you can see. But if I click, this will give the error because of this is the zip file. You can't open and accessed. Okay, just demonstration purpose I am highlighting. But whereas if you extract into the server folder, LMS server folder and or website folder, this will work perfectly. Okay, now the last options we will go for which is on LMS compatibility, which is on IMS package, either Chrome or IMS package. So IMS content package, I have to choose. Again, simply just only I have to choose yes. Then I have to give the file name, which is I give what I can give, LMS demo LMS format, which is an IMS. Okay, LMS format, which will be created as a zip file. Okay, create folder. I'm going up, then save, done. Okay, it's created. So we have done it. Okay, open. Then that file, what I can see, like I will go back and see where it's on that demonstration file. Okay, output. Okay, LMS, yes, the folder is created, and then you can see that all the options here. Okay, now we have seen that how to export the exe file. Learners, hope you enjoyed the practice session. Now let's sum up this session. So far, what we learned about ex learning and their features, especially we learned about create the multi-choice questions for the answer, and also multi-select answers to your questions and set the answer keys. We also learned about how to create fill-in-the-blank questions and close activities, and how the tools and tips for set the answer keys. Now we also learned the techniques for content movement, that is shifting the content from one section to another sections. Also we learned about various options available to the export file, especially for LMS compatibility formats. Within this I conclude this session. Thank you.